did mention super training last time, so this is super training. I know it's backwards on your side, but this is super training. And then I don't know if you've seen recently on our blog, we interviewed Dr. Fergus Connolly. His book called Game Changers, I highly recommend it. And go check out the blog for that interview with Dr. Connolly. Really highly recommend it. Okay, so let's get Robin online and ask him a few questions. How's it, Robs? Sorry, it looks like our connection's a little bit bad. Let's just see if we get it right. Cool. Can you hear me that side, Robs? It was a little bit slow.
Yeah, I think there's just a bit of a delay.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's give it a try. I think the signal's a little bit bad, but let's give it a try. Yeah, Robs, welcome to our second episode. Thanks for the interview last time. We're turning the tables a little bit and going to ask you a few questions. And I think we get stuck right into it. You've also had quite a long journey to India. Maybe you want to give us a bit of a story on how you've got to India.
Yep. It's obviously great to be in India, first of all. And I think, yeah, the journey up until now started with me studying a sports science degree at Stellenbosch University in the Western Cape, South Africa. I went on to do an honours in biokinetics, which is also a South African-based degree in Stellenbosch, and then transitioned through to the University of Cape Town, which is the rival university for Stellenbosch. So it was a bit of a big practitioners, which as my internship, and that year really actually gave me the base for my knowledge today. I think it was a huge learning experience. We got exposed to a heap of different athletes, different sports, different situations, and I think, I mean, we obviously chat about it a lot in the sense that those years spent at HBC really has set us up for where we are today. From HBC, I then joined the University of Cape Town Rugby Club, first as a part-time S&C, working for the under-20s. I spent a year with the under-20s and then moved up to the first 15 with the University of Cape Town. And yeah, I think that's where my journey essentially as a full-time S&C started. I was lucky enough to be one of the first actually to get a full-time position with the University of Cape Town as an S&C. And we participated in the Varsity Cup, which is a great competition for players and for coaches. The amount of people that have transitioned from there into professional roles has been huge. So I spent 2 or 3 seasons there, and then moved into the Currie Cup in South Africa with the Pumas. And again, spent 2 years with them. Also a great opportunity, working at one of the highest levels of rugby, pretty much in one of the oldest competitions in the world. So that was a huge opportunity for me and a great learning experience. And then from there, got a call out of the blue from you, asking if I wanted to come across to India. And that was in 2017. So yeah, the journey here has been a good one, and being in India now for almost 3 years has also been a great experience.
Yeah, well, it's quite a journey, Robs. I'm just going back a little bit to Varsity Cup. I know you were part of that famous comeback. What's your thoughts on that? What can you tell our viewers a little bit about that famous comeback? How did it feel? What role do you feel S&C might have played in that last 5 minutes?
Yeah, well, I'd love to claim it, but I I think we just had an unbelievable group of players and staff during that season. At the beginning of the season, we were tipped to be relegated. We, as a club, we just didn't really have the finances. We didn't have the sort of players that the other universities had. So we were tipped to. There was a new coach. There was full new coaching staff, a whole new group of players, and we were strongly tipped to be relegated. And as a group, we just obviously made a decision that that wasn't going to be the case. We trained extremely hard. We had good processes in place, and yeah, we lost our first game, and then pretty much from there on, we went unbeaten until we got to the final. And in the final, we were playing away against just outside Joburg, and we got to the point where there were about 4 minutes to go in the game, and we were down 33-15. In rugby terms, that's a huge margin of or difference, and we had 4 minutes left to try and win the game. And yeah, as our whole motto the whole season was to never, ever, ever, ever give up. So we ended up playing until the 83rd minute, and we ended up winning the game. We scored 3 tries in the space of 4 minutes to win the game. So it was a huge effort from everyone. I think as an S&C, I'd love to take credit for the fact that we could last 83 minutes, and we played at such an intensity that the other team couldn't really keep up with us. So yeah, it was awesome.
Nice. I think for the viewers out there who's not really that familiar with rugby, in rugby terms, that's never ever happened before. And so yeah, it was quite a feather in your cap and the rest of the team's cap. Rob, so I think we'll jump straight into some of the more technical questions. I know we have a lot of chats about tactical periodization. So I just wanted to get your general thoughts on tactical periodization and maybe how you implement it into your programming.
Yeah. I'll try and keep it short because I think I've got a lot to say on it. But basically, I do like the periodization for quite a while. But I think it's just trying to sort of get my head around the concept and actually trying to implement it, how tactical periodization is defined. I think a lot of the time people don't actually understand the true essence of tactical periodization. So for the guys that don't really know what tactical periodization is, it's in its basic definition, it's pretty much just a holistic approach to training, where you look at all the elements such as technical, tactical, physical, and psychological, and you try and train those together in each and every session, as opposed to training them in separate silos. So that's the basic sort of definition, and I think the definition that a lot of people understand tactical periodization to be, but it's actually a lot more of a complex concept than that. And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I know you and I have chatted about it quite a bit, and one of my things is I think it's a concept that's probably been around for quite a while. It's just new terminology for things that we have been using in the past, and they've probably just gone about defining things a little bit better than what we have in the past. But more importantly is, have you been able to take that tactical periodization model and